Hi everyone, Kate Herbert Hair here. So today we're going to be talking about consultations. So not for stylists, for clients. So when you come in the salon and you generally have a consultation with one of your members of stylists that hopefully you're hoping is going to do your hair for you, or that's going to give the advice, do all the tests that you need doing before going to get your hair done, basically. What I tend to find is there is a few steps that if clients go through will really help us stylists when we come to doing your consultation and making sure that you're leaving the salon feeling 100% happy, feeling like you had the best consultation, the best, reassurance, and you know exactly what you're getting, and you know when you're leaving the salon you are gonna feel great with your hair and you're gonna have exactly what you want done with obviously what we advise, what also you would like as well. So it's a bit like a process. So here we go. So number one, you kind of have to have a slight idea what you want doing. If, for example, I came in the salon and I sat down and I was like, I don't really know what I want. For us stylists, we can advise you from what we see that you've had your hair done. So if you say, oh, I want something different, then we will chat to you about the things different that you're after. If you want to keep it the same, then we will advise the same process that you've had previously from what we can see ourselves, and go from there. What we do tend to find, if you do have a box dye on your hair, if you have been doing your hair at home from box dye, we will basically talk you through what box dyes are. Box dyes have henna in them. Henna also makes you react to some of our products. Everyone has different, reactions to different things, but we would have to patch test you, make sure you're not going to react, because if you do have any henna on you, we physically can't colour your hair because henna is in your colours. They are designed for African American hair. They're designed for every hair type, so they have to be designed for the strongest hair type out there. African American hair, curly, thick, coarse, everything that can withstand anything. So when you go to the shops and you buy your box dye that's designed for so much thicker hair than what you've got, think about the damage that can be caused by just using it once. This is why when you come to a salon, we are doing test after test to make sure your hair, for example, if I box dyed my hair and I want it to go like this again, there might be a big process for me to get like this, dependent on my hair reacts to obviously all the tests we do and your patch test. So obviously, be truthful to your stylist. If you have box dyed your hair, that's fine. Honestly, that is absolutely perfect. We want you to be honest with us, you want you to trust us, and we can do what we can do to make you feel as great as you possibly can. We want you to go out feeling happy and feeling set. So what I recommend, just be honest. Honesty is the best policy, as I've always said. I like my clients, I reassure my clients all the time. I'm like, are you definitely happy? I think my boss gets annoyed at me sometimes because I say it all the time. I'm like, are you definitely happy? You're definitely happy? And the clients are like, yeah. Obviously with a mask you can't tell, but anyway, carry on. But yeah, I definitely recommend just being honest, saying if you have had colours on, what colours you've had on your hair, just so we know exactly what process and exactly what we're going to be expecting from if we lift your hair up. Generally, we do test pieces in our salon. We do tests left, right and centre. There's about 5 that you might actually have done. So patch test is for one, so to put the colour behind your ear so you feel covered. The second one will be us taking a strand of your hair and testing it in some solution. So it's to test if your hair is going to react to any of our products, to check that it is strong enough to withstand our products as well if it is being put on. Also, we do elasticity tests. So we wet your hair down and stretch it and see how it stretches. If it goes back to normal, it means it's strong, it's going to retain quite a lot of colouring. So if you want to go lighter, there is a high possibility you can. I have it done on my hair to make sure I can have it coloured all the time. As a stylist as well, I prefer that so my hair doesn't snap off. But I feel like that's really important for you as well to be aware of. We might do those tests as well. Do not worry, we're not cutting a chunk out your hair either. So when we also do little test pieces. So we will get our scissors out and take a little strand, but do not worry, we never take a chunk out, and we shouldn't do, any stylist shouldn't do really, but just take a little bit out just so we can colour it and see exactly the result we're going to get. Then we can see if there's any product build up under there, if the strength of your hair is there as well, because if you're lightening it up, depending on the lightener we use, it could be really stretchy and you do not want your hair to snap. We want it to be in the best condition it can be, so that's why we always do these little tests, and we put them in a book so you can see them as well as yourself. And then you feel more reassured that the process you're going for is gonna just be what you want, and you're not gonna walk out not knowing what you're achieving. So I definitely 100% recommend you be aware that when you're sat in that seat, we will go under loads of tests. We'll test your hair just to make sure that it is safe for you to have it done. Right, another one. So, just to help you more than anything, find an image. I know it sounds strange, why do I have to find an image? But it's the best thing if you show us an image and we can say, we like this, we don't like this. Yeah? So if you, for example, if I showed a picture of my hair and I was like, I want to be brown, I want to be this brown, and if I go in without a picture, you're gonna be like, oh, well, what kind of brown do you want? What kind of colours? And if you go, well, I don't really know, I just want to be brown, you're gonna feel like no matter what brown you get, you might not get the end result that you're after. You might not get the colour you've been wanting for so long, and especially going from, for example, blonde to brown, it can be such a contrast. It could be such a dynamic that you're not ready for just yet. So always get an image. It can show us what you don't like, it can show us what you do like, it can be the window, it's the window to your colour, it's the window to your hair that you wanted, and it also is a brilliant end goal to achieve. You might not achieve the colour straight away, and this is not, we can't obviously say this enough. If I got shown a picture of someone's hair, if I'm truthful to the client, I feel like that creates a better of a bond with the client. I would never say yes to something I don't think can be done straight away. I will, if it needs to be a couple of times to get to that end result, I will say to the client, it's going to be a process. It will probably take a couple of times. I can't say the number, but I think roughly it might take about 3 or 4 more goes, for example, to get to the end result you want because of these different factors. So talking you through the process, talking you why I would do this, talking you from what we've discussed as well as writing it down, why I've written these down, why I think that you would prefer this than this. It's a case of you being reassured, me being reassured as the stylist. We're all kind of on the same page and no one's feeling like they've been, just, oh, here's a little patch test, now go, we'll sort it out when you come in next. It's just about kind of making you feel like you can breathe in the salon and feel reassured and relaxed, and we want it to be an atmosphere that you're going to love coming to, not one that, oh, I've got to go to the hairdressers, they're going to tell me off about my hair. It's a case of, oh my god, I'm going to relax, I'm going to enjoy the environment I'm in, because it is a treat. You're treating yourself to your hair, so you feel like when you walk out, you are the best version of yourself you can ever be. So yeah, definitely recommend that. So I hope that you've all learned something from this little consultation talk, and if you've got any more questions, any more little advice, things you need, just literally drop me a comment down below, give me a like and a follow, and that will be much appreciated. Okay.